Oh, yeah, it's your boy Livewire, and I'm back in the motherfucking. Oh, shit. Hold on. Damn it. Trying to plug my headphones in. I'm back in the motherfucking building, baby. What's going on? So, this week on are in. And let's check it out. Well, you know what? Before I get into talking about the polls, just wanted to talk about it's only 3 weeks. 3 more weeks. November 7th. Oh, I can't wait, man. Getting bread ready. Contemplating what games I'm about to get. Shit's getting real. Oh man, it's crazy. Yo. But yeah, this week has been pretty good. I'm enjoying the feedback from the polls. Freaking Monday drop, Black Panther trailer came out, and I was like, oh shit, Black Panther, let's go. If you haven't seen that trailer, it is epic. It is a must watch. You have to watch the Black Panther trailer. That shit is hot. I can't wait. February cannot come fast enough. Oh man, it's amazing. It's amazing. But yeah, man, it's good, man. Ragnarok is around the corner. That's in a few weeks, so man, I can't wait, man. Some hot shit. I'm trying to right now. I'm enjoying myself playing some Forza. I still haven't beaten Cuphead yet. I kind of stopped playing it for a little bit to pick up Forza. Man, Forza's addictive, man. It's just, man, that game is fucking just pretty as hell, man. It's a pretty ass game, and that shit looks good on the S. Let alone what the hell is gonna look like on the X. Shit is crazy. But yeah, I've been playing that Forza. I'm probably gonna jump back on the Cuphead sometime. I still gotta finish Ruiner. What else do I gotta finish? And those are the new games I gotta finish: Ruiner, Cuphead, Forza. Forza, I don't really plan on finishing. You know, I'm a press, but I'm not gonna. I probably won't finish prior to the X dropping. But what I will say is, what's that game? Ghost Recon. I'm enjoying that shit. I can't wait till that bitch gets a patch because I'm enjoying the shit out of Ghost Recon, man. Shit's fun as hell. Basically, what I do in there, man, I just hunt down attributes and weapons and wait for my boy to get online, and then we do the story missions together. Man, that shit is fun though. But anyway, let's get to the results because they are in. So, oh shit. Actually, before I get to that, what's going on in the chat? You got Mike Smith up in here. We got Leon Flex, Other Zinc, and Petty Way. What's going on? All right, so let's look at the first poll, which is why aren't PS4 owners supporting these exclusives, Knack 2 and Lawbreakers? Lawbreakers, it is a PlayStation exclusive, and Cliffy B has, I don't know, maybe there's more people that own PS4s that are also Xbox fans, because I don't know what the fuck. I mean, people don't, or maybe it's nobody gives a shit about this game. I don't know, but they're not buying it anywhere. They're not buying it on PS4. They're not buying it on PC. That's shit. That's just crazy. They're just not buying it. I don't know what he did. I mean, I don't pay that much attention to Cliffy B and what he says, but you know, I mean, I know he pissed off the Xbox community, but the PlayStation community, PC community, I mean, maybe he did in the past. I don't fucking know. Maybe he did, and they remember, but shit. The shit is rough. But anyway, let's go to the results. So at 36%, people said the question, let me reiterate. Why aren't PlayStation owners supporting these exclusives, Knack 2 and Lawbreakers? 32% said, 36% said playing Destiny 2. 14%, those games aren't JRPGs. 14%, ponies are broke. 36%, they lie about buying games, which is crazy because there's a tie between playing Destiny 2 and they lie about buying games, both sitting at 36%. Wow, it's crazy. My first tie. That's actually interesting. But next question. All right, so why does Nintendo get a pass for its failures but not Xbox or PlayStation? Well, the polls say at 17%, because kids don't care. At 25%, you can't hate on Mario. That's at 25%. At 17%, Japanese privilege. And somebody asked me, what does Japanese privilege mean? Japanese privilege for gaming it just means that, you know, they are given a extra level of respect. So even when their games are shit, people don't shit on them, but so much about the games being shit. Because let's be honest. Yeah, you do have Kojima, you do have a couple of big Japanese developers, but you also have a lot of Japanese developers that make games that look like they belonged in the PS1, PS2 era. Like they're still making games that look like, like 2 generations old. So, hey, but they don't get shit on for that. So there's got to be a reason for that. But at 41%, we have nostalgia is a real drug. I tried to write hell of a drug, but the bitch ain't fit. So we got real drug. And that's what people said. That's the reason why Nintendo gets the pass. Not so much because kids don't care, not so much you can't hate on Mario, and not so much about Japanese privilege, but the overwhelming result was that nostalgia is a hell of a drug. People just remember Nintendo favorably. And to be honest, I wouldn't be surprised if the demographic that buys Nintendo products would be from ages, or the people that own Nintendo products are ages 5 to about 10 or 11. And then it goes from that to 30 and up. Like the middle gap between 11 and like 29, I don't really think a lot of those people own Nintendo products. I would think they will own either PlayStation or an Xbox, or maybe both PlayStation and Xbox. But I think a lot of those a lot of the middle age ranges, they kind of like bypass Nintendo. They just don't really care that much about it. It's the older generations that kind of care because, I'm 36, so I grew up on Nintendo. But like, I guess, you have some people that grew up on Nintendo too, but I don't know. I don't see like a 25-year-old really giving that too much of a shit about Nintendo like that. I'm just saying. Anyway, next result. Actually, before I jump in, let's see what's going on in the chat. All right, hold up. Let me scroll back up. It says Pettyway, because the network is too garbage to enjoy multiplayer. Shit. I didn't know. I did not know it was that bad. Jeez, that does suck, especially if it's an online game. Is it Cliffy B issue or a PlayStation issue? I don't know. I guess that's, maybe they won't disclose that information. Who knows? Lion Flex, he says Cliffy B burned his bridges with PC gamers, then burned it with Xbox gamers, and PlayStation gamers don't really like shooters. So from now on, Cliffy B is effed. Damn. That's reality for his ass. Kelvin, the only games ponies play are sales list wars. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, they got to buy something, or they just maybe the guys that talk about getting games really don't get the games. They just talk about the results of what other people do as far as buying games. That Gamer 25, Nintendo kicks ass. Okay. Petty way. People say back compat is useless, but then buy an SNES Mini, shaking my head. Yeah, that's true. That is true. That is very odd. I mean, but then again, you know what? I'll say this. That SNES is like nobody's really gonna play that shit. That shit is like the Wii U. It's cool to have, kind of like when, especially like people that aren't really hardcore gamers. Though, yes, there are hardcore gamers that bought that, but like to me, those minis are something that somebody would like. That's not really a gamer, especially of today, right? Will go out and buy and have kind of like as a conversation piece, as a party system, or stocking stuffer for a kid that's really becoming into being interested in gaming. So you might want to go get him a one of those consoles to kind of introduce him to like gaming prior to what he or she is experiencing right now. So I think maybe that could be another use for that. But to be honest, I don't think people that are real game, like anybody who's trying to get the Xbox One X or the PS4 or Pro or the Xbox One S, I don't see them really playing the mini like that. They might buy it and they might play it for maybe 2 hours here and there. But I'm telling you, after they done dabbled with all the little games in there, more than likely most of them aren't going to go back unless the person that's playing this is like a huge like old school gamer that just likes playing that old school shit. All right, Petway. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. All right, hold up. Okay, that gamer laughing my ass off. I want a Switch and I'm 28. Well, I mean, wait, my bad. I'm 26. All right, whichever. There's nothing wrong with wanting to switch, especially if you like mobile gaming. I don't see. I know people say, "Well, I get a Switch and just leave it docked," but to me, that's not. I guess, but to me, that's not where the system really thrives, being docked. I guess if it's the only option you have for certain games, it is what it is. But as far as right now, that dock doesn't do enough to really warrant having to use it, because like it doesn't make the games look better. It barely gives you more battery life and shit like that, but the games don't look better. Most times they look worse. So I don't know, man. The Switch is to me is really a mobile console that can do, that could be put on the big screen, but it's not really a console in itself. Jack Duffy, what's going on? Nintendo is up top and kicking ass. Let's see what else. Randall official, Xbox is the best console. What's that? Jack Duffy says, check you console privilege, mate. Let's see. You got Mike up in here. What's going on, man? And yo, DJ Sing, what's going on? First of all, I heard 900p, 900p, 900p. Now games. Seriously, PlayStation dudes flip flop more than Magic Corp and Sand. That's crazy, man. Let's see. Yes, that's right. That gamer is not a pony. I think he likes he's PC slash PlayStation slash something else. He plays something else. I forget what it is. Let's see. All right, so let's get back into the next question we had on our results list. Why do people say PC is a better place to play multiplats than Xbox One X, but then turn around and buy multiplats on PS4? This was given to me by a real good fan, and this is very true. This is very true. I ask this question all the time, and the results are in. At 34%, it says they are salty. At 32%, it says they are just frauds. At 14%, it says they are drug addicts. At 20%, they are corporate slaves. So the winner came out at 34% and says they are just salty. But what was a very close runner-up was they are just frauds, which, to be honest, either one of those answers is actually correct in both cases. They are probably frauds and salty at the same time. Just because anybody with a legitimate PC that can game and do 4K and 60 frames or higher, why would they care about console ever? Because they shouldn't. Next on the list, why do people make dummy accounts to troll Xbox gamers? At 17%, it says they are stalkers. At 50%, it says they are losers. At 22%, they are real gamers. At 11%, they are rapists. Jesus, I didn't think 11 that many people would be. You know what? I'm gonna doubt it. They might be rapists something. It might not be a human. It might be their family pet. But they're more than likely that's 11% is right. There are people that are PC game that make dummy accounts that probably do sexual acts towards their pet cat or dog. There's weird motherfuckers out there, man. I seen this image of this dude that married his dog. That shit was crazy. I was like, yo, who the fuck does shit like this? Fuck you marry your dog? Like, yo, is life that fucked up that you gotta go get pussy from a canine? Like, you can't find a girl. No, you need to move. Like, this shit is ridiculous. Like, that's just crazy, yo. It's just crazy. How does somebody just in their mind just make sense of the fact that you're going to have sex with an animal? It's just crazy. But they had a ceremony and everything. That shit was on the fucking internet, man. That shit crazy. And it was multiple people that did that shit. I'm like, yo, marrying fucking dogs and llamas and horses. Shit is crazy, bro. This shit is bananas. All right, let's see. Because this shit got broken up into two pieces. All right. So there we go with some more interesting stuff. So actually, before I jump into talking about that, let's see what's going on in the chat. All right. Let's see. Jack W, have you even played the games you spend oh so long griping for? I play all the games I like. I can't speak for other people though. I don't know what everybody else does, but all the games I like, I play, man. I play them all. Let's see. That Gamer 25 says, "Fuck you. I'm not a loser. You're the loser." I think I don't know who's he talking about. Cypher? Man, I see Cypher in here. Where the fuck is he at? Okay. What? Okay. Yo, Cypher man, stupid, yo. Euro cats are the rapists. So yeah, so you're saying that these people are getting, it's like 11% are getting raped by cats? Now that's some wild shit right there. He was like, Kitty took my booty. Oh no, that's why I gotta make dummy accounts and troll Xbox gamers. Cause my mom's cat, he like jumped in my booty hole. Oh shit, that shit's crazy, yo. Oh man, that shit crazy, man. There's a look up Whitney, Wisconsin bitch let a dog lick her pussy and posted it online. Well, shit. Who the fuck? Where? Why do people do this shit? Yeah, shit is weird. That shit is weird, man. I don't understand why people are just doing these cruel shit to animals, man. Like, oh, ugh. Shit is weird. Let's see. It says that gamer said, I bought almost every JRPG this year and then resold them. Damn, you bought every what was that? Persona? Well, I don't know all of them. Because PlayStation has like fucking too many. They got like 500 JRPGs that come out every year. I mean, they only talk about maybe one or two of them, but they got a bunch of them. Granted, the other ones probably are kind of shitty. What? Wait, no, it's a Neo was one, right? Neo was a JRPG. I don't know if Nier Automata was. I'm not sure. I don't know if it's an action game or JRPG or I don't know. I know it was made by Platinum that fucked up Scalebound. So fuck Platinum. Fuck that game. I refuse to play it. Let's see. I bought almost let's see, Jack Duffy. You defend Crackdown 3, but you played 1 or 2. But wait, you would defend Crackdown 3, but have you played 1 or 2? Well, yeah. I played 1 and 2. I didn't finish 2. Damn, I don't know if I finished 1. I don't remember if I beat it all the way. I remember I beat like 3 of the islands, and at one point that shit got fucking rough. And then some other game came out, and I just never went back. I still got it on my 360 account, so if it ever becomes backwards compatible, I can go back and play it. Hopefully, they make it back compat prior to the game coming out, so I can actually play it and finish it before I play Crackdown 3. But Crackdown 2, this is the funny thing about Crackdown 2. Crackdown 2 has some dope ass weapons, right? They had a lot of dope ass weapons, but they didn't have the orbs. They got rid of the orbs, so that shit was kind of weird. And the game just wasn't as fun as the first one. You know, like you still had like I don't remember really having civilians. Like it was basically like playing a weird version of Sunset Overdrive, minus the rail grinding and shit. But that's basically what it was. You know, playing Sunset Overdrive minus the rail grinding. You know, because you were just shooting at zombies the whole time. You didn't have like gang factions and shit. To me, it's similar to like how what's that game? Saints Row 4 was, where it's like instead of fighting, you know, you shooting, going against other rival gangs, you're shooting aliens and shit. And that's how it kind of to me. It still was kind of funny. Like Saints Row was still funny because it was different and they did a lot of different shit, so it kept it interesting in that aspect. But if you were just running around shooting aliens the whole time, man, that game would have been boring, yo. Let's see. Hailstorm, what's going on? Damn. Said Land of the Pedos. What the fuck? Yeah. Hey, Mike, what's going on? Let's see. Who else is up in here? DJ Sing. Well, they do love underage high school girls. Oh shit. I'm gonna stay out this conversation this time. Normally I jump in it, but you know, I don't want the persona guys coming after me. Let's see. Oh shit, I don't want to pass that up. Okay, all right. So let's jump into these results. Which Marvel hero should get their own game? At 28%, we have Ant-Man. Now I'm gonna go into depth with this one a little bit. At 10%, we have Captain Marvel. At 34%, we have Black Panther. And at 28%, we have Punisher. Now, let's do it this way. One, the Punisher already had a game. All right. It was all right, but it wasn't like nothing crazy, right? It was whatever. Ant-Man would be interesting because you're talking about a guy that is basically a burglar, and you have to play a game, you know, shrinking down to, you know, super microscopic sizes and then blowing yourself up to, you know, to be like a giant in other cases. So like there's a lot of gameplay elements there that could be really interesting with a game for Ant-Man. Captain Marvel, I just don't think enough people know about her to really even care, which is unfortunate because, you know, Captain Marvel is who Rogue got her powers from. That's how she became the flying, super badass, super strong Rogue, is by stealing the powers of Captain Marvel. But for a Captain Marvel game, that's a good question. I would say, well, she got to fly. It's got to be open world. Man, you know what? I don't know. It's too hard to say because I don't know enough about her to say like what her setting should be. Like I just don't know. So I don't know. I'll leave a question mark over that one. But Black Panther, that shit would be hot. But this is the thing they got to do. Like Black Panther has to be a mix between Batman, Spider-Man, you know, and then who else I threw up in there? And I guess Wolverine of sorts, you know, because he does have like certain, you know, type of abilities due to I forget the potion that he has to ingest. It's like a potion that each Panther has to take, and it's like something to do with their genetic bloodline. So like just any old person can't take it. Like Killmonger, he tried to take it and his ass got sick and almost fucking died from that shit. So yeah, man, this shit is crazy. But Black Panther would be awesome. I would just say it would have to be, I would say Batman-ish, but I wouldn't want to do the whole same Batman formula, right? I don't know. Man, it's hard. Because one, it would have to be set in what? Oh man, that's a good question. Like, do you want it to only be set in Wakanda? I mean, because yeah, he is the Black. I don't, man, that's a good question. Fuck. How would you set that shit up? Oh man, that's a rough one. Um, that's a good question. Because I mean, I don't want them just tearing up the streets of Wakanda. I mean, I guess, but then at the same time, I guess it would have to kind of be like that because then how else would he be threatened? You know, like running around the streets of New York or something. Like, you know, nobody there really has the weaponry to really fuck with him. But if somebody tried to do a takeover of Wakanda, now everything is there as a possible weapon because his suit is no longer unique there because damn near everything from Wakanda is made of vibranium. So things are a lot more lethal to him in that aspect. So, all right, you know what? I guess you could do that. Figure out a way to make a game where it's based on Maybe Claw or Killmonger taking over Wakanda, and then him having to fight his way back to the throne, something like that. But yeah, man, Black Panther is the choice. Punisher would be good too. I would do, man, what I would do with Punisher? I would do a Max Payne type game. Actually, actually, you could do an open world game with the Punisher, and and make it kind of like make it similar to Ghost Recon, but minus obviously it would be in the city. It wouldn't be in like the jungle and shit. But you do something like that, that should be all right. Like it basically have them running around trying to destroy all these mob factions and shit like that. That should be hot. That shit would be hot. All right, next one. If the X-Men get another fighting game, what fighting system should they mimic? Interesting. All right, so the first one is at 14% Street Fighter's fighting system, at 13% Tekken's fighting system, at 23% Killer Instincts, and at 31% Mortal Kombat's. Now, man, this is a tough one for me because I know a lot of people pick Tekken, but I'm not a fan of 3D fighters. Because I think it's just they just don't have the same appeal as 2D fighters. I think it's just more shit you can do with a 2D fighter. It's too many, you know, side scrolling and I don't know. It's just something about 3D fighting is just, to me personally, it's just not that appealing. The models obviously can still have that 3D look, like in a Mortal Kombat or Killer Instinct or Street Fighter 5 or whatever. But I just think that the 2D mechanics of fighting would be better than the 3D with Tekken. The other thing is they got Mortal Kombat's fight system and Tekken's fight system. Now Tekken's all about, fightings are all about juggling. They just have different styles in which they juggle opponents. Tekken's all right. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not like totally against it. Mortal Kombat, I don't know, man. It's just not my cup of tea. I own it, but it's not a game I'm particularly interested in the fighting system. Me personally, I'm way more Killer Instinct. I just like the way the shit works. It's simplicity, but it has mechanics that you still have to master. Even with like learning everything is easy, but mastering how to put it all together is where the trick is, which is intriguing to me. But yeah, man, the winner was Tekken at 32%. So yeah. Next question. Which TV show should get a AAA open world video game? At 47%, people said Game of Thrones. At 9%, people said Power. At 32%, people said Walking Dead. And at 12%, people said Stranger Things. Now, I believe that all of these games should get all of these TV shows should get a video game. Now, Game of Thrones, I think a lot of people picked it because it's the easiest thing to, like, you have a lot of stuff to equate it to. You could be like, oh, I could see the Game of Thrones being similar to The Witcher or similar to Shadow of Mordor or similar to Assassin's Creed. Like, there's a lot of things that you can look at and say, okay, it'll be similar to this. And it's super popular. It's the most popular TV show that's pretty much out there. And then number 2 is The Walking Dead, which is also extremely popular. Now, The Walking Dead, they don't have a game like that. Oh, well, that is The Walking Dead, but they do have State of Decay that has that kind of Walking Dead type of vibe. But see, the thing is, for The Walking Dead, you can't make a game like The Last of Us, but make it a Walking Dead version. And the reason being is because the whole thing about the Walking Dead show is that you're not supposed to know when somebody's going to die, right? But once you have it scripted into a game like The Walking Dead, I mean, like with the Last of Us type of style, right? You're automatically going to know that there are going to be people that die, and there's nothing that you can do to change that, right? To change the function. I mean, I guess they can always go in and be like, all right, we can do this whole elaborate story, and then if you do this, that, and the third, then they won't die. But to me, State of Decay works better for something that's along the lines of The Walking Dead, because one, it doesn't have simple trigger events that causes somebody to die. It's literally you playing the game, and the actions that you take can just cause anybody to die. You know, it's that unpredictability. It's that, fact that you might be a little bit more too impulsive at this moment, and you're supposed to fall back and, retreat. Sometimes running is the best, objective to staying alive. But sometimes people want to get greedy, go out and grab some materials that, yes, they need, but they don't necessarily need them right now, So those consequences come into play. But and Stranger Things would be interesting. That's that right there. I'm trying to think. What could, oh man, Stranger Things. What could we, maybe like I would say Stranger Things would probably fall along the lines of a game like Evil Within minus the weapons, So, but then again, I don't know if people would like to play that. See, it's fun to watch a show like that, but when not everybody likes survival horror, and that's what I think Stranger Things would be. It'd be more of a survivor horror. Now, I guess you can make it where you use certain clues and you do certain things in order to protect yourself. But I don't know, man. I mean, and then what element of play would you use? Are you going to use all? Was it for the little boys to play the game? And 11, are you going to use all of them? Are you not? I don't know. Or are you just going to make a Telltale game? Which, I mean, that could be all right too. But I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's interesting. It's just an interesting thought. I think Power was the lowest on the thing because not because it would be a bad game, but because it's probably the one that most like other games that we've seen already. Like damn near every Grand Theft Auto is kind of like a Power in a way. But what I would say is for a game like Power, if they did have a Grand Theft Auto style, it would be cool to have them like give you the ability to play both, especially in what nowadays where you have Ghost, you got Tommy, and you got Kanan, and they're all kind of like together working to take down their enemies. If you had that 3-player system similar to GTA 5, and you could play with all 3 of them, that shit would be kind of fire. Let's see. Next. Actually, before I get on to that one, let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Man, what's going on in here? And DJ Sam said, Dragon Ball and Monster Hunter have my interest. Dragon Ball actually looks good, man. It does. I heard some of my friends that had it. They said when it worked, it was pretty cool. It says that gamer 25. I got a lot of games to get next year. It's not even funny, and get a PS3 so I can play P3 and other JRPGs. Ooh, um, okay. I'm not a JRPG dude, so I mean, enjoy that. But that, that's not for me. Let's see. What is the DJ saying? He says Sony. Well, Sony robbed me with 25 digital games. Oh shit! So you ain't supposed to give them your money like that. You got to buy them cards. Let's see. Let's see. Damn, I gotta go down, man. It's too much shit up in here. What the fuck is Discord? Something. Um. All right. All right. Let's get back to the questions. They over here having a conversation amongst themselves. Let's see. With the success of Cuphead, what animation style error should be used in a new video game? At 31%, people said the cartoon style of the 70s. At 27%, the cartoon styles of the 80s. At 23%, we have the cartoon styles of the 90s. And at 19%, we have the cartoon style of the 2000s. Now, me personally, I would have went for the cartoon style of the 90s or 80s. You know, jostling between those two. 70s was all right, but to me, it was kind of little. I don't know. It was all right, but I was just more of a fan of the 80s and 90s style for obvious reasons. Those are my errors of being a kid. So I would be a fan of those. Next on the list, which PS4 bundle will sell the most this holiday? Interesting. I'm trying to think. Last year, I think it was Call of Duty that sold the most, if I'm not mistaken. But let's see what the results are. So at 46%, people say Star Wars Battlefront. At 10%, people say Horizon Zero Dawn. Damn, why is it so low? I thought people said that Horizon Zero Dawn is a system seller. That's weird. All right. At 31%, people said Call of Duty World War II. And at 13%, people said Destiny 2. So Star Wars Battlefront is taking a cake. Even with the ugly ass image on the freaking console, people still think that shit's gonna sell. I don't know why somebody would buy that shit. That shit ugly as fuck. That shit fucking ugly, yo. Is that okay? Yeah, but that shit is crazy, yo. That shit is mad ugly. And then they got a gray one that looks damn near. I mean, it looks exactly the same. It's just gray on slim. That's just crazy. All right, next, man. Which PS4 franchise game could be remade and rejuvenated on Xbox? At 17%, y'all said The Order. At 39%, you said Killzone. At 17%, you said Resistance. And at 27%, it was SOCOM. And when it was 39%, it was Killzone. So people believe that Killzone has the best chance of being remade and rejuvenated on an Xbox console. Interesting. I guess because it's first-person shooter. Even though I think Resistance is also a first-person shooter. But okay, cool. Next question. Which Xbox franchise could be remade and rejuvenated on the PlayStation? At 26%, it would be, y'all said Fable. At 11%, you said Quantum Break. At 37%, you said Sunset Overdrive. And at 26%, you said console. So the winner was Sunset Overdrive at 37%. Seems like a game that'll be right up a couple of PlayStation dudes' alley, especially if they like games like Infamous Second Son. and a lot of platforming, single player action shooting games. There you go. Next, what will help get PSVR to really sell? At 40%, it said price cut to $200. At 26%, it said getting VR porn games. At 11%, it says getting a wireless headset. And at 23%, it says getting more epic games. Interesting. The price cut of the game, of the console, well, the unit, the headset unit, is more likely to get sales for the VR than actual games to play on it. Interesting, but okay. Next it says, what would help Xbox One outsell PS4 if the Xbox One X didn't exist? So in a world that Xbox One X doesn't exist, there is no other console coming in the foreseeable future that's going to help boost their sales for the Xbox. They're being permanently cemented behind PlayStation in the power narrative. All right. So they're saying, what is going to help? What Xbox being the weaker console, what's going to help push its sales up past PlayStation? Well, here are the results. It says at 45%, it says more exclusive games. At 8%, it says a price cut to $200. At 13%, it says more media love than PS4. And at 34%, it says Jesus, all of the above. All right. So at 45%, one for just exclusive games, which may or may not be enough. I mean, it seems like it would be. It seems like it should be, especially because that's what the media talks about now, is Xbox having needing more exclusives. But the weird thing is, PlayStation, the media never spoke about Xbox needing more exclusives when it was pumping out exclusives on a regular basis. They never cared about that. All they cared about was the power. So now that they have the power, now it's back to the games, which is the total opposite of what they did before. But that is to be expected, man. This is the craziness of the media nowadays. That's just what they do. Next result. Then it says, when the Xbox One X drops, what is the best tri-console combo? Now this is interesting. At 8%, you said PlayStation, Xbox One S, Switch. At 8% again, you have PS4 Pro, Xbox One, Switch. At 25%, you have Xbox One X, PS4, and then Switch. And then at 59%, you have Xbox One X, PS4, and Switch. Man. So it looks like everybody wants the power. They want the most powerful console on both sides. Interesting. Oh man, okay. All right. Which one is this? Is this the last one? Yep, last one. All right, last question. What console bundle do you believe Porter Rock 77 would get if it's free? If it was free, no cost, doesn't cost you anything. Here you go, Mr. Porter Rock. You have just choose an Xbox, choose one of these Xboxes. Which one would you take? And this is what the results say. It says at 22%, Xbox One S starter bundle. At 16%, the Assassin's Creed Origin bundle. At 35%, you have the Xbox One X bundle. And at 27%, you have the Halo bundle. And if I'm not mistaken, Porter Rock, actually, oh shit. He actually hit me up and said, damn, I can't look at it. He said he was going to go with the Halo bundle. Mind you, I don't know why he would say that, because you do get Game Pass for a month. Whatever, that's what he said. He said he was going with the Halo bundle. I gave him the side eye, like, yeah, I don't believe you. Nobody's passing up on the X for the S. It's not happening. Like, nobody's doing that. All right. All right, man. That's it. That's it for the results. Let me look at the chat and see what y'all saying. And then I'm about to be out there. I got to do some shit. Oh, man. Somebody drawing pictures of dicks. What's going on? What happened? All right. DJ Singer says, I'm 80s Contra kid. That Gamer 25, because we all have Horizon Zero Dawn by now. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It depends. Somebody got to buy a PlayStation. Not everybody owns PlayStation, so there's no way. If PlayStation is going to sell more PlayStations, there got to be customers to sell to. So there's got to be people that want to still play Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm assuming. Now maybe there's people that don't like it because it doesn't have guns. I don't know. There's people like that. Wait, hold up. Okay. All right. So VJ Singh says, porn game VR was made for. Now, I mean, I can't say it's not made for porn. I know porn is one of the things they thought about when designing that console. But I mean that hardware. But I'm not saying that it's designed specifically for porn. I wouldn't go that far. What? All right, so that gamer 25 says I got 4 12 packs of pop. After that, I am not drinking anymore for the rest of the year. Going hipster mode here. I don't know what that means. DJ Singh says, well, I don't smoke or drink. My drug is gaming and sex. Let's see. Who else is in Cypher? You better add some chronic to your life, DJ. Yeah, I used to smoke, man. I don't smoke anymore, man. My friends used to give me weed that used to have me falling asleep all the time, man. That shit crazy, yo. I can't fuck with that shit, man. It's just too much. It's too harsh. Like I can't do it. I can't. But anyway, man, it was fun chatting with y'all, man. But I gotta get out of here. Oh man, it was a good one. But yeah, stay tuned next week. Check out the past videos I got up there, man. But have a good one. Actually, what's today? Wednesday. I might make another video on Friday. You know how I do. Make a video before I go on the GRG so I can talk my shit. Yeah. But anyway, this is your boy Livewire, man. I'm about to be out this bitch. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.